This project is going to show you how to make virtual reality tours for any content using Google Slides and Google Tour Creator. The first thing that we'll do is start a new slide and make it a blank slide. And we're going to change the page setup into a custom layout by going to File, Page Setup, and Custom. We're going to change the first number, which is the width, to 40 inches, and the second number to 10. These numbers can be different depending on how you want your panoramic image in the background of your VR to look, but this is a good place to start. And I'm going to duplicate this slide depending on how many scenes I want in my tour. If this is an individual project, you may only want one slide. If it's a group project, you may want multiple. Now I'm going to go to the background selector, and I'm going to find a background for my slide. For this tour, I'm making an exploration of Mars tour, but you can really do this for any type of content. And all you need is a panoramic or 360 image for your background. You can see lots of images show up with slightly different aspect ratios, so you can find one that you think will work for your project. Some of these images are actually too large, and you might get a message from Google saying this is too large, and you'll have to find another one. So now I've inserted my background with a panorama of Mars. It's time to start adding some content. For this part of the project, we're going to use this website, Removebg. And this is simply a website where I can drop any kind of image and it will remove the background of the image for me. So I'm going to get some content from the NASA Mars Exploration Program website. And I'm going to go find the oldest lander from the Mars program, which is the Viking 1 and 2. And I can take this image and I can save it to my computer, or I can copy and paste it or drag it into Removebg. And you'll see that it removes the background, leaving the rover nicely available. And I can download that new PNG with the transparent background onto my computer and go back to Google Slides and insert that image. I can resize the image by dragging the corner boxes. Keep in mind, if I drag from the side or the top or bottom boxes, it's going to change the aspect ratio of that image. So resizing by the corner is always the best option. Now I want to put the Pathfinder rover, but you'll see that this image is sort of an animated cartoon image, and I don't have a good option on this page for an image to represent Pathfinder. So you can get your image from anywhere. So I'm going to go to Google Images. Once I find a thumbnail that I like, I have to actually click on the thumbnail to open the full-size version, and then I can drop that image into Removebg or download it and upload it into Remove.bg. And you see it nicely removes the background again. I can download, or I can right-click and copy that image, and then go back to my slide and go to File and paste. Place it where I want on my background, and we'll skip forward where I've added 2 more rovers. Now I need to create the tour part of my tour. This is the part where students will enter the information that they learned about whatever it is that they're adding to their tour. And to do this, using the comment function in Google Slides is an excellent way for them to type their comments, type their tour information, and for you to get that notification and to make suggestions. That way, before you ever get to the point where you're uploading the images to Google Tour Creator, you have vetted their slides, checked to make sure that they're written properly, have the correct information, and have covered all the content that you want them to explore. And each of my images is going to get its own comment. And you can have a conversation. If you click on those comments, you can reply, you can add to their comment. What you don't want to do is hit that check mark, because that says the comment is complete and it actually takes the comment away. Now we'll add some content for the second slide. This time I'm going to show the view of Mars from space. If you're doing this as a group slide, you can assign individual slides to the students. You can let them decide how many slides that they need to represent whatever the goal of the project is. It's up to you, but you can add as many scenes to your Google Tour Creator tour as you'd like. So let's add some satellites. So we like our comments and we like our images. It's now time to start building our tour in Google Tour Creator. So what we're going to do is go to File and Download, and we're going to download these slides as JPEG images and save them as Scene 1 and Scene 2 so that we don't get them confused. And now we're going to go to Google Tour Creator and create a tour. I'm just going to use my school Gmail account and click New Tour. We're going to give the tour a title. And we do have to give it a cover photo. And this can be separate from the images that you downloaded, or it can be one of the images that you downloaded. And a short description of your tour. And we'll click Create. Now the default is to put an address in, but what we're going to do is click Upload, and we're going to upload our images and click Add Scene. And then we're going to click Add Scene again and upload our second image. We can give our scenes a title. We can add a description. You can add a location if you wish. And now it's time to start adding our content information. So I'm going to come to the first scene that I would like to create, and I'm going to click Add Point of Interest. And you can move that point around to wherever you want it to be located. And I'm going to come back to my slideshow and find that comment and copy and paste it into the point of interest in Google Tour Creator. You can add another image that is an image overlay, or you can add an audio, an MP3 audio file for each of your points of interest. And this is how you'll build the tour, and this is where the students will actually show their knowledge of the content. And you would move on to the next scene. When you're done, you can click Publish, and you can publish it as unlisted or public. And that gets shared with a simple link. You can view this tour on a computer, put it into full screen, and you can rotate the screen around, or you can click the list of points of interest and click on them. The text will come up and it'll rotate you around to the location of that point of interest. If you have MP3 files, you would have the option to listen to the MP3 file. And at the bottom, you can switch between scenes. You can also view the tour on your phone. And when you do, it uses the gyroscope on your phone to allow you to spin around physically and look in different directions on your tour. You can also switch between points of interest on your phone, just as on the computer. And you can also put your phone into virtual reality mode by clicking on the Google Cardboard icon and putting it into a Google Cardboard. This will give you a more three-dimensional experience of the tour. So as you can see, you can start with any background, add any content, and have students record and write their narration for any kind of tour that you can come up with.